While your competitors are burning VC money on expensive ads, events, or outbound sales, you can be building a revenue-generating asset that compounds month after month, drives higher quality leads, and costs less to maintain once it's up and running. I'm Sam from Breaking B2B, and over the last few years, I've helped dozens of B2B and SaaS companies like Proposify, Eventset, CheckWriters, and many more drive millions in pipeline and revenue, all through SEO, a channel that so many marketers and founders get completely wrong or just totally neglect. In this video, I'll explain exactly how SEO can become your most profitable growth channel and how it can be the difference from hitting that next funding round or completely running out of runway. Let's dive into it. First off, let's talk about why so many B2B and SaaS companies are bleeding cash. According to Monetizely, the average customer acquisition cost, CAC, has increased by over 60% in the last 5 years. And from a Dream Data report, many B2B companies are spending 10 to 30% more year on year on their Google ads. Not only that, but many B2B or tech companies are pouring anywhere from 10 to 50k plus on several events throughout the year, which may or may not drive a steady flow of qualified leads. And when it comes to outbound sales, cold email, cold calling, many companies are seeing low response rates anywhere as small as 1 to 5%, meaning it's getting harder and harder to reach your dream clients with your message at the right time when it comes to outbound. So what the heck does all this mean? Well, every month your CAC payback is going to extend. All these channels mean you're effectively renting your audience and traffic opposed to owning it. If you're VC backed and your next funding round doesn't hit soon enough, relying on outbound sales teams, paid media, trade shows, which can often be super expensive, is not sustainable. Which in theory means your go-to-market strategy could be a ticking time bomb. And this is exactly why you need organic, evergreen channels like SEO. With SEO, you're building pages, content, and assets that drive pipeline and revenue month after month without the heavy costs that are often associated with paid media, events, or outbound sales. And unlike ads, your rankings can compound, your organic traffic and inbounds can ramp up month after month. Plus, you don't go into bidding wars with companies that have got more VC cash to burn through when it comes to their Google ads or LinkedIn ads spend. SEO helps you build a sustainable foundation to help you get found on Google Organic, LLMs like ChatGPT, and it's not suddenly going to disappear when cash gets tight. And your buyers aren't stupid. They know the difference between a paid or a sponsored ad and an organic result, and oftentimes folks place more trust in the organic search results. And not only that, but if your dream clients keep seeing you top of Google's organic search results, as well as LLMs like ChatGPT and similar, it's going to help build up your brand reputation, your brand recall, mindshare, and most likely get you into the consideration set when those dream clients need your solution. Now real quick, if you want to start driving pipeline and revenue with SEO, often as quick as 90 days, book a call with me over at breakingb2b.com or hit the link in the description below. Right, back to the video. So let's talk about if SEO really is the solution to your B2B or SaaS company's growing pains and dig into the economics. Once you start ranking top for your money, bottom of funnel keywords, that means your spend is going to go right down. You don't need an ongoing advertising spend. Unlike ads, when you want to cover more ground, your cost increases exponentially. But with SEO, you can keep ramping up to more keywords, build out your content, build out your landing pages, your articles, your link building strategy, and much more without the crazy high ad spends that you can often see on other platforms. And of course, you don't have to pay for each and every click through to your website, regardless of whether it converts into a sign up, lead, booked call, or demo. But my favorite part about SEO is the compounding interest aspect. So each asset, each page, each blog post, landing page, comparison page, alternative page, product page, feature page, or more works like a 24/7 sales rep, essentially putting multiple lines in the water on Google Organic Search and LLMs each time those dream clients have a problem you solve, are searching directly for your solution, or are looking to move away from the incumbent vendor. And unlike ads, as soon as you switch them off, everything stops. Organic search can work for you for months and years to come. And as long as you've got the right pipeline-focused SEO strategy in place, each month's content, link building, technical, digital PR work can compound on itself, building that flywheel effect. Meaning, content you published months ago can continue to drive inbound leads, signups, or demos whilst you're focusing on other projects. And this will create something that most B2B and SaaS companies dream of, a predictable pipeline without the unpredictable costs. According to the Digital Marketing Institute, organic SEO-focused leads convert 8.5 times more than outbound sales-driven leads. And this all makes sense, right? Your sales team are getting warmer, inbound inquiries, demos, or signups from folks that probably trust your brand more because they've already had a good look around your website, know what you do, how you help, how you're different, have seen your results and pricing, and are ready to discuss business, opposed to someone that's reached out to them cold. Through your SEO efforts, you're creating a sustainable moat around your website of this evergreen compounding effect that your competitors can't suddenly replicate. So you no longer have to be at the mercy of rising ad costs, hoping for the next customer referral, or waiting for your outbound sales team to generate a qualified appointment. You've probably heard of the 95-5 rule. At any one given time, 95% of your target market are not actively looking for your solution, and roughly 5% at any given time will be in market for a solution like yours. Great SEO doubles down on that 5% of your dream clients that are in market for your solution now. So if you provided payroll software, you'd start showing up for things like best payroll software, or Paychex alternatives, or Paychex versus ADP, or crisp and specific problems that your ICP might be searching for when they need your solution. So in short, every time a dream client needs your solution or your category now, when they have a super expensive problem they need to solve, when they're frustrated with their incumbent vendor, or they're weighing up several vendors looking for the best option of choice, your product or your solution or your service shows up top of Google's organic search results, or in ChatGPT or LLMs, meaning that you're going to be top of mind and most likely to drive that potential inbound demo, book call, or sign up. And beyond all of this, SEO helps you build a solid brand. Because let's be real for a minute, if you're selling expensive, high consideration software, solutions, product, or services, no one suddenly decides to spend 50, 100K, 150K, or even $1 million a year in average contract value on your solution. Where SEO comes into play is they might search for the crisp and specific problem that you're solving either on Google or an LLM, or they might directly look for your category or your type of software, or perhaps they even look to move away from a vendor or compare other vendors. When you're suggested in LLMs, when your brand comes up, or when your page is ranked on Google search, that can all help you get into the consideration set. So when a dream client sees you top, what they might do is ping their exec team on Slack and then say, hey, we should shortlist the company. I've looked at their website, I've looked at this article, I understand that their product can help us. I've seen their results, their case studies and more. Let's add them into the consideration set. So it all builds another layer of trust. Then after that, they might check out your company on LinkedIn, follow some of your exec team. They might check out your podcast or subscribe to your newsletter or check out your YouTube channel. Then they might search for your solution again, do a deeper dive on your website, and several weeks or months later, they might eventually book a call, go through a demo or a presentation, and eventually invest in your solution. And SEO was a big part of that puzzle. And most importantly, if you're a founder and you can show to investors that you've got a sustainable growth trajectory, driving pipeline, leads, and revenue, and you show you're not reliant on things that can be volatile, whether that's outbound sales, paid media, trade shows, or otherwise, chances are that sustainable growth is going to look a lot more appetizing to potential investors. And you might be thinking, well, Sam, this all sounds well and good, but doesn't SEO take ages, like 6 to 12 months minimum? Well, the truth is, many of our clients at Breaking B2B often see results as fast as 90 days from publishing their first piece of content. If you head over to breakingb2b.com, hit the results tab, you can see interviews and case studies with marketing leaders, founders from B2B and SaaS companies sharing why they chose us and their exact results they experienced, including companies like CheckWriters that started ranking top for competitor alternative searches within 90 days, companies like Eventzer that have been with us for some time now that are ranking top for category-based searches, alternative-based searches, and more, driving sustainable pipeline and demos to their sales team, as well as WildSpark, who actually saw impact 30 days from publishing content with our strategy. Not only that, but we practice what we preach. So if you search for things like SaaS SEO agency or B2B SaaS SEO agency, we're often showing up top or top 3 in UK, US, and many other regions. So we really try to practice what we preach when it comes to SEO, LLM visibility, eating our own dog food, and driving inbounds when it comes to organic search. So the real question is, are you ready to start ramping up SEO this quarter, or are you going to keep giving your competitors a free lunch 24/7 and let them enjoy all that organic brand, mindshare, and most importantly, inbound leads and pipeline? If you want to start making SEO and LLMO a sustainable growth channel for your business, why not grab a call with me over at breakingb2b.com or hit the first link in the description below. We'll analyze your current situation, your issues, your problems, your goals, and see if we're a good match to start driving growth, pipeline, and revenue through organic search. So head over to breakingb2b.com to grab that call, or see below. Or if you're not ready yet, why not grab my 90 days to revenue SEO playbook? Head over to breakingb2b.com and hit the newsletter tab, or check out the Breaking B2B podcast for more SEO tips and interviews each week with SaaS marketing leaders on exactly how they're driving growth today. And with that, I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers.